The best learning experience that I've had in college so far is how to manage my time better, because in high school it was way easier for me because I felt like I didn't have as much responsibility. But now being in college, it was harder to manage like my work, manage my dance schedule because I'm on the dance team, or manage like Royal Court because I'm also on the Royal Court. So it was really, that was pretty challenging, but I think that's something that I've gotten better at and that I've learned.
I attended Fisk University. I have a Bachelor's of Science degree in chemistry. What brought me to Fisk was the small community atmosphere of the institution.
I have felt an extremely nurturing environment at Fisk, and I am extremely happy. And I've always wanted to attend a HBCU, if not Fisk, because I feel like I have my whole entire life to be the minority. So going to college, that's my one chance, like at a HBCU, to not be the minority. It's been more of like a community. I thought that like as soon as I got there I was gonna be lost, or it was gonna be really hard for me to adapt. But like a lot of my peers have looked out for me or like become like family to me, so that was pretty shocking. I feel like anytime I need anything, I can just go to any one of my peers and ask for help. And we also have like a tutoring system that you could sign up for, so that's also really helpful. And the RAs in our dormitory, they're upperclassmen, so they can always help us too, and they're very open and helpful.
I feel like it was important to attend a historically Black college just because the nurturing environment that they provide, as well as not just seeing you become an applicant or be admitted to Fisk, but they actually track students post-graduation. So I wanted her to have that support, you know, as well as I had from Fisk University, to have that support to see you on the other side of graduation.
I think a time when things didn't go for me as they planned in college was when I got my first progress report, and I had like a couple of C's, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so worried about that because I've never had a C before. So then when I got to college, I was like pretty down on myself. So it was like a lot for me. But then like I handle it by talking to my mom, and she told me like it's so much different from being in high school, and there's gonna be times when I don't do as good as I thought. But I made sure that I went back and I studied more. I used my time more wisely so I could fix it when my like real grades came out of my transcript. My college experience has differed from my high school experience because in high school, I feel like the workload was so much easier and I didn't have to study very much. So now coming into college, I really have to study, and I actually have to work extremely hard to get those good grades instead of like, oh, it's just coming natural to me. So that was like a big realization for me. I do think that learning that tough lesson will help me move forward, because in the real world, like once I actually get out there, I'm sure everything's not just gonna be like so easy to me. I'm actually gonna have to really, really work for it, other than how in high school was pretty much very easy for me.
I've seen Reagan grow with the college process. Before she actually went to college, there was a lot of hand-holding that I was doing. Reagan, have you completed your application? There's another essay to write, you know, things of that nature. But since she's been in college, I see a lot more independence, and it's helped her to kind of leave the nest and try some things on her own and not be so indecisive. The process of watching Reagan go to college has actually sparked an interest in my son wanting to attend college as well. Initially, HBCUs were off the table for my son, who's 13, but now since he's actually been able to interact with her and some of her friends, and they come over and spend the weekend, he's really interested in attending HBCUs now.